I just mentioned this because of the opinions of where people, when we talk about qiyas or not qiyas, or this, sometimes an opinion, and where did you get this opinion from? How did these people, all these people are wrong? You look at it, you think about it, yeah, this makes sense. But is all these people wrong? And the problem is, everybody has the same opinion like you. Everybody who understands know that this doesn't make sense, but he is looking at you. Like here, you think, oh, these people are wrong and only me am right? And he is thinking the same way. And he is thinking the same way. And everybody is following the other. Do you know anything about Abu Hanifa?
I know he was from Iraq and he's originally Afghani. Or supposedly.
No. From Persia.
From Persia, yeah.
Anything else about him? Except that he is the most knowledgeable man and in the world.
And he's the most followed amongst the whole of the Imams.
The most followed? You are right. Because if we take now, if the Muslims are 2 billion, if you take 2 million Arabs, 200 million, 2 billion, 200 million Arabs, take away the Syrians and the Iraqis because they are Hanafis, the rest of them, if we say like 160 million, are divided between Malik, Shafi'i and Ahmed ibn Hanbal. Take the Africans, who are, most of them are Malikis. Let's say there are another 200 million Malikis and about 200 Shia. The rest of the people are Hanafi. Iran, Hanafis, the one who are Sunnis, of course. Pakistan, 180 million Hanafi. Afghanistan, all Hanafi, majority of them. India, 150 million. Bangladesh, 200 million. China, 150 million. Indonesia, 200 million. Japan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Turkey, Bosnia, all these people are Hanafi, following the best man in the world. Who is Abu Hanifa? Abu Hanifa, to those who know him at his time, what did they say about him? We don't have. Sometimes we have to talk about people, but it's not. We don't mean anything. Abu Hanifa is a Muslim. He died, and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala will deal with him the way he is supposed to be. He was an intelligent man, very intelligent. And just I will tell you this why, because about following the majority. Abu Hanifa, according to Malik said Abu Hanifa has plotted against Deen. Was plotting against Deen. And the one who has plotted against Deen has no Deen. This is what Malik said.
Can you, if you don't mind, there's a reference, if we have a quote, we know where
I will tell you where to get this from, all at the end, inshallah. Sufyan al-Thawri, who is well known and trustworthy, said about Hanifa, in one time he narrated a hadith from someone. They told him, did you hear it yourself from this person? He said, no, I heard it from a non-trustworthy. I heard it from Abu Hanifa. Sufyan al-Thawri said, Abu Hanifa was born not on fitrah.
Subhanallah.
He hated him so much that he said this. Sufyan al-Thawri said about Hanifa, Abu Hanifa spent his life destroying the religion. Sufyan ibn Uyayna said, I saw Abu Hanifa being taken from his beard in the mosque, being pushed, dragged from his beard in the mosque, from a group to another group, the people of the Khalifa, punishing him and humiliating him, because to say that I made tawbah, because he was saying that Quran is created. Yusuf ibn Asbat said Abu Hanifa, people who like Abu Hanifa, people against Sunnah, are the people who like Abu Hanifa. Abdullah ibn Mubarak said Abu Hanifa is dalun mudil, is someone who went astray and took people astray. And Abu Yusuf, his student, فاسق من الفساق, is a fasiq amongst the fasiqs.
Abdullah bin
Mubarak, Abdullah bin Mubarak. He said it himself, not his student.
He said Abu Yusuf.
Yes, Abu Yusuf is the student of Abu Hanifa, the biggest student of Abu Hanifa. He made his madhab spread because he became the higher judge in the Khilafah of Harun al-Rashid. So he would not put anyone as an imam or any in the government or judge unless he is on his opinion. So this is how the madhab spread. Abdullah bin Ahmad bin Hanbal I asked my father, do you like Abu Hanifa? He said no. He said, do you like his opinions? He said no. Hadith da'if is better than the opinion of Abu Hanifa. He said, why don't you talk about him? His son asked him, why don't you talk about him? He said, when did you hear your father talking about people? Yes. Abdullah Mubarak again was asked, who is more trustworthy, Abu Yusuf or Muhammad bin al-Hasan, both students of Abu Hanifa? He said, say who is more fasiq amongst them. Don't ask me who is more trustworthy or more knowledgeable. Ibn Hibban, well-known muhaddith, has wrote 2 books called Mathalib Abu Hanifa. Mathalib is when injuring someone, something making wrong things. It's not by mistake, something. Yeah. Khatib al-Baghdadi in his Tarikh Baghdad, he wrote a book about full chapter about Abu Hanifa, all talking against him, not for him. Bukhari, when he has a chapter in his book called Kitab al-Hiyal, book of tricks. This is what Abu Hanifa was known about. How to make tricks to solve a problem, how to make something, for example, halal, how to make it halal, someone divorced his wife. He's well known about this. So he wrote his book, the book of tricks, and he will say in it, some people say it. You see, some like humiliating, some people, I want to even mention their names. Every time he says some people say it in his book, you go and find that Abu Hanifa has said that. Yes, and he was known. He said about Abu Hanifa, فيه نظر should need to be looked at. And he said in another book, if any person that I say فيه نظر, the narrating from him is haram. This is generally what people have said about him. Who is left? Shafi'i said Abu Hanifa. Shafi'i said people are عيال on the fiqh of Abu Hanifa. عيال is like no, it's for it's like when not sick. No. عيال is that they need his fiqh without him dependent on his fiqh. This is the only good opinion from no Hanafi that you will find in all the books that you read. Now the books, all that what I have said, you can find it in almost one book, the Kitab of the Sunnah from Abdullah bin Ahmad bin Hanbal, narrated from his father. Kitab Sunnah for Abdullah bin Ahmad bin Hanbal.
You know, we're told that the Imams studied one after another with each other, meaning Imam Malik studied with...
I was going to that. Now, they never, Abu Hanifa, no one studied with him amongst these people. However, even Malik has said this about him. Malik was fascinated. You can really see that Malik was following a lot of opinions of Abu Hanifa. And Abu Hanifa's opinions that he has in religion, never anyone has said what most of his opinions, they are not from the Sahaba, not from the Tabi'een. Why people say Abu Hanifa said? If it was that something that Sahaba said, they would have rather say Malik said, Shafi'i, like Umar al-Khattab said that. But why did they refer? Because he invented a lot of things. But Malik was fascinated by him, and even though he has spoken against him, it looks like he get the news or whatever. He never studied with him, but people, you hear what people are saying, and he likes to follow this. When you look at it,
bizarre.
sometimes you will find it, oh, it's nice. But when you think about it, when someone explains it to you, it doesn't make sense. It's weird. Huh?
Bizarre.
Huh?
The word is bizarre.
Bizarre, yeah.
Bizarre.
And we know that Shafi'i was the student of Malik anyway. And Shafi'i was student of Malik. He followed him in not many opinions. He moved to Egypt and he followed Al-Layth ibn Sa'd. He changed his madhab there. I just mentioned this because of the opinions of where people, when we talk about qiyas or not qiyas or this, sometimes an opinion, and where did you get this opinion from? How did these people, all these people are wrong? You look at it, you think about it, yeah, this makes sense. But is all these people wrong? And the problem is, everybody has the same opinion like you. Everybody who understands know that this doesn't make sense, but he is looking at you. Like here, you think, oh, these people are wrong and only me am right, and he is thinking the same way. And he is thinking the same way, and everybody is following the other. It's because of the subject of qiyas, because I just was going to give you some examples, and some of these examples may look, oh, it's weird, because I know it, everybody knows that this should be like this. I heard it and I was born thinking like this, so I should follow it, even though you have the dalil that this is wrong. But I still have to follow it, and this is what everybody is doing. Everybody who writes, this is the question that he asks always. All these people were wrong? Actually, to say here, I forgot to tell you that at the time of Ibn Kathir, and his teacher was Al-Mizzi, his father-in-law and teacher Al-Mizzi. Al-Mizzi is not well known to people, to everybody, because he never had followers, or he was better than Dhahabi and Ibn Kathir and Ibn al-Qayyim and Ibn Taymiyyah combined in hadith.
How would you?
Well, that is, anyone who understands hadith will tell you this, will confirm this to you.
Okay.
But he is not well known, and this Mizzi one day was teaching, according to Ibn Kathir, he narrated this, he said, we were there studying with him, and he read the book of Ibn Adi. This is Ibn Adi as well, in his book Al-Du'afa, the weak people. He has a chapter for Abu Hanifa. And it was a time of the Mamalik, time where the four madhab was religion. You go against four madhab, like Ibn Taymiyyah. Sometimes he has fatwa against four madhab. Every time he say fatwa that he's not in four madhab, they will take him to prison and then let him go out. So, and these stopped people. People were afraid. Even if he believed, he will try just to convince himself. You see, when there is prison from one side, and there is two. You see, two opinions. This is stronger. These have more dalil. This has less dalil, but prison with it, so it becomes stronger because of the prison. And people will. Now this person was reading the book of Ibn Adi to his students. Next thing, the police came and took him to prison.
Subhanallah.
And then what did his students? What did they do? They go and torn the book, the pages that speak about Abu Hanifa, and then took it to the governor. We were not saying anything. The book doesn't speak about it, and he released him. Abu Zur'a asked Shaykh al-Islam, his teacher, he called him Shaykh al-Islam al-Balqini, knowledgeable people. He said, I asked my teacher, why does Subki, who is knowledgeable in everything, Arabic, Hadith, Fiqh, Usul Fiqh, he can start his own madhab. Why does he follow the madhab? Why doesn't he just do ijtihad his own by himself? He said he didn't answer me. Then I told him, is it because of the job? Because if anyone is not from the madhab, they will not give him a job, and he will be humiliated. He said he smiled. He said yes. So this is how people, he is Nawawi Shafi'i, Ibn Kathir Shafi'i, Ibn Qayyim Hanbali. You say you are not one of these followers of madhab, nobody will come to you, nobody will listen to you. This is how people become Albani now. You go to a mosque, you don't say Albani, you don't say Ibn Baz. You want people to listen to you? Say I am one of these people. You can even change the religion of Albani and Ibn Baz if you want. You can just twist all their sayings. But first, convince them, say that I am a student of Ibn Baz. They will listen to you, oh, he is have knowledge. And then you can manipulate everything, you can change everything you want. But first you have to say
so this kind of stopped the deen spreading or evolving in a correct way because of these people.
Yes, the deen what we have here is the saying of people and not the best people. The best people actually always kept away. Nobody says that Shafi'i is trustworthy. Knowing Shafi'i and accepting the narration of Shafi'i and Ahmad and Ibn al-Mubarak and Bukhari, this is from religion. We can't get religion without these trustworthy people. But that is their narration. Their opinions, sometimes yes, sometimes no. And even these people were influenced by other people at their time.